2002, there's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Chicago Bears. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And, right away, he lost the football. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Holding, defense. A penalty is declined.
10 yards still left on second down. Second and 10. It's Cutler again. And, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And open is Jeffrey. Touchdown, Chicago. Alshon Jeffrey, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. It's Marcus Wheaton now to return it. Oh, what a move. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They come out here in the eye. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You go.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Chicago. Alshon Jeffrey with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down because...
Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Wheaton will return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk. This is a big decision here.
Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams, and Arizona. Those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all of these places. But Mexico, for the 2nd straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun and a very good matchup. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Deep for the Bears, it's Mark Mariani. Now Mariani. 12 yards on the return that time. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there.
And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just...
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off, William Gay. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Got a man open. It's Darius Hayward-Bay. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And Boswell's kick is good. So we have reached halftime here. Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he'll take it back to about the... And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on.
And this will be caught at the 30. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 1st down, it's Cutler. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd and 10 now. It's Cutler. And this will be incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot.
And the Steelers signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run here with Langford. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jeremy Langford, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 36 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him?
Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Completes it to Hayward Bay. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. They'll fake the give to Williams. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete. Darius Hayward Bay, the intended receiver. Now fourth down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on fourth down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. Give him 8 on the play. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And quickly, they get to the line. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. On third down, Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Marcus Wheaton, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Set to return now. Here's Deontay Thompson. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Cutler's going to throw it. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams,